Logarithmic function, graph, and its inverse. Graph the logarithmic function below and its inverse. So the function that we have here is f of x is equal to log base 2 of x. So what we're going to do is graph this. I'm going to graph it using the TI Inspire to get the table so that we can graph this function. So on my calculator, I'm going to add a graphs page. I'm going to graph that logarithm by using the control and that 10 to the power, it's actually the 1 button, base 2 of x. I'm going to move my graph over just a little bit so I can see it a little better. And then control T will bring up a table. And I'm going to pull some nice points from this table. So I've got 1, 0, 2, 1, 4, 2, and 8, 3 are all good points. So let's take those points and make a graph. Sorry, make a table. So I'm going to write this table down. And on graph paper, I'm going to plot those 4 points. And as you can see, it's got kind of like a curve to it, logarithmic and nature curve. And then I can just sketch a curve through it. Now to get the table for the inverse function. What we're going to do is we're going to take the x values and the function values and switch them. Because the inverse function, your x's and y's switch places. So I'm going to make a table for my inverse function. And I just reversed the x and y values. So now we can plot those points. So I've got 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 4, and 3, 8. Now I can graph a curve through those points. We have this graph here. And we know that the inverse of a logarithmic function is the exponential function. And we can see here that this looks exponential in nature. So it's got an exponential curve to it. Finding the inverse by graphing is useful because we can check to see if we're right, because this logarithmic function here, log base 2 of x, and its inverse, these set of points here, will be a reflection in that line y equals x.